Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new on my channel then welcome. So today's video is actually a request. I was requested to do a sort of quick in a hurry get ready with me. So yeah, today's video is basically me showing you how I get ready during those mornings when it's just really quick and very hasty and I just need to slap something on my face and get out basically. So that's what we're going to be doing today. If you want to see how I get ready, then just stay tuned. Okay, first things first, I'm going to get my hair out of my face. During the mornings when I'm in a massive hurry, I usually skip primer just because it's an extra step and I feel that my moisturizer works pretty well on its own as well. So yeah, I skip primer, but one of the things that I cannot skip is color correcting, and that's why I am going to go in with the BECCA Under Eye Brightening Corrector. I'm just going to lightly dab that underneath the eye to just get rid of those dark circles and counteract any of the blue discoloration that we have under our eyes. Next, I'm going to use the NYX Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer in the shade Green on some of the red spots that I have, because God knows I have them. And this is just going to counteract any redness and make the foundation just look more seamless. Next, I want to get rid of the discoloration on my eyelids, so I'm going to go in with a concealer, and I'm using the Catrice Camouflage Cream Concealer, and this is in the shade Ivory, and I'm just going to dab that on with my finger. Nothing too fancy or anything, because I'm not really going to, you know, create like a full-blown smoky eye or any kind of eye look really. I'm just going to try and even everything out. And now, to make sure that the concealer stays on my eyes and will not get creasy throughout the day, I'm going to set it down with the L'Oreal Nude Magique BB powder in the shade Light. As you can see, I have hit Major Pan. I really like this powder. I'm just going to quickly dust this all over my eyelids. Because I have hooded eyelids, I just feel like I need to have something in the crease, otherwise it just looks way too weird. So I just usually go in with a bit of bronzer, and I'm going to use the Too Faced Soulmates, sorry, it's Soulmates blushing, useless. I'm using the Too Faced Soulmates blushing bronzer in the shade Carry and Big. I'm just going to start just kind of sloppily dusting it in the crease, because honestly, during those mornings, who has the time to just carve anything out? I don't. I'm just gonna put it everywhere, but mainly focusing in the crease. And then I quickly move on to my lashes, and first I give them a good curl, and then I use the Lash Sensational Mascara by Maybelline. I really like this mascara. This is pretty much all I've been using lately. Since my lashes are not the best, you guys probably know this if you've seen my previous videos, you know what the lash situation is. So I usually always wear falsies. I love wearing falsies because they just do something to your face. But during those mornings, I just don't have the time to apply them. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna skip falsies and we're gonna move on to the face. I will be using the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. If you've watched my videos, you know that I am obsessed, absolutely obsessed with this stuff. This is like my new go-to foundation. So basically every single time that I'm in a hurry and I just don't have time to play around with makeup, I always go straight for this one, because I know 100% that this foundation always looks good on me and it always does the trick and it always works. That's why it's my new go-to. I love this foundation. I really do. If you are interested, if you haven't seen the video, because I've done a whole review and demo of this foundation, and if you want to see that, I will have it linked down below. Okie doke. Next up, brows. And for this, I am especially lazy because I hate doing my brows. I really do. I know it's a strong statement and I know it's a bit harsh, but honestly, doing brows, I just don't find anything pleasant about it whatsoever. So I always try and do them as quickly as I possibly can, and especially during the days when I'm in a hurry and I don't have time to carve them out and make them all perfect, all I do is just I brush through them, as I just did, and I go in with the Brow Artist Plumper by L'Oreal. This is in the shade medium/dark, and I just comb through my brows. And that's it. I mean, thankfully I have quite thick brows. I wouldn't say that they are thick, but you know, I have a lot of eyebrow hairs which are quite long, so it looks like I have a lot of brows, and that just makes it easier for someone as lazy as me. And then all I do is I just quickly comb through them one more time, just to make sure that the product is distributed as evenly as possible. Actually, another quick thing that I do just to make my eyebrows look slightly more refined, I take a small detail brush like this one. This is by Real Techniques, and I go back to the concealer, the Catrice one that I have, also very dearly loved, as you can see, and I take a bit of concealer and I just run it underneath my brows very, very lightly and around the tail. It's time for some concealer, and I will be using my trusty Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. I know I've been using so much Catrice stuff, but it is really, really good, and it's so affordable as well. I will be taking the shade 20 just slightly underneath my eyes first, and then I'm going to go on top with the shade 005 Light Natural. Doing the usual, just a bit of highlighting. You know the drill, you know the drill. And then taking another Real Techniques brush. This is the contour brush. Yes, this is the contour brush, and I love that brush just to diffuse and blend in my concealer, because the shape of it is absolutely perfect. It does the job swimmingly. And now we're going to set this in place using, again, the same powder that we already did. Taking this on an e.l.f. like tapered brush or something. I don't really know the name, it doesn't say on the brush. And I'm going to start dabbing it underneath the eyes just to set the concealer in place and make sure that it stays there, because we need that coverage underneath the eyes. Or at least I do. I really do. My under eyes are horrid. And then just setting the usual places, which are just basically everywhere that we concealed. Now, usually when I'm in a hurry, I don't highlight my face. This may be weird for some people, but I just skip highlighter because I feel that's another extra step that doesn't really do that much for my face. But bronzer, on the other hand, bronzer has a massive influence, so that's why I just go for bronzer and blusher. And this thing, like something like this where the bronzer and the blush are together, makes it super easy. I just take my like random angled brush and I just kind of bronze my face up a bit. I'm not going to contour or anything like that, so I'm not being too specific. A nice little bronzy look to the cheeks and temples of the forehead and chin and neck and a bit on the nose. Then I just take a tiny bit of this blush on a Sonia Kashuk number 2. Just put some of that on the tops of my cheeks to give us some more life. Now for the under eyes, I don't pretty much use anything on the days where, you know, I keep saying that, and everyone knows this video is obviously about the days, you know, when you're in a hurry, but I just, for some reason, I feel like I need to say that every single time to justify why I'm missing steps. So on these days, I usually just skip my under eye completely. I don't wear mascara, or, you know, I don't put any eyeshadow or bronzer underneath my eyes. So I usually just put concealer there and call it a day. But for my lips, I always go in with a bit of lip balm, and this is the Vaseline with the Aloe Vera scent to it, which is absolutely delicious, let me tell you. I love this stuff. So I just use a bit of lip balm on my lips. That's me pretty much done. So as a final, like the final step, I always have time for a bit of setting spray, so I'm going to mist my face with the NYX Dewy Finish Long Lasting Spray. And this was it. This was my super easy get ready with me in the mornings when I am just in a huge hurry. This routine just doesn't take any time whatsoever. It's like literally a 10-minute get ready with me kind of routine. So yeah, I really hope that you like this more natural and just everyday kind of look, skipping a lot of the glam steps that I usually do in my tutorials. So yeah, I really hope that you like this video and that you found it helpful. And if you did, then please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel, because I would love to have you as a part of my little family. And yeah, feel free to leave any more suggestions and comments and all that kind of good stuff down below. I would love to read that. This is it from me. So thank you so much guys for tuning in and for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye! So usually when I'm in a hurry in the morning, I just skip. I will be using the Catrice HD, and this is just a super queasy